What's going on? My name is Cole Connor. I'm an artist and entrepreneur based in Los Angeles, California. I run a photography company and a production company, and I'm here to tell you that websites are not dead. Let's get into it. My name is Cole Connor, and I was put here to do three things: create, inspire, love. Thanks for being here. Let's get into it. I feel like as the years go by, people are constantly saying they don't need websites, they're no longer necessary, you could just use social media, it's not a big deal. But my websites have helped me stabilize and grow my business from scratch in one of the biggest cities in the world to where I'm actually competitive and making a decent income. In the past 3 years, I'm averaging $6,000 to $7,000 a month. This year, it's looking like it's gonna be an average of 8 to 9, maybe more. I've only been here less than 3 years. And when I moved here, I was doing Uber Eats to survive, so I've come a long way already. My website, literally in my first 2 years of being here, made me seem so legit that a marketing agency reached out to me to work with a celebrity client to do social media content for them. That was huge. Obviously, I've had numerous one-off clients just hit me up through my website and call after viewing it. In January of this year, a $5,000 client reached out to me for photography of several of their locations. About 7 or 8 months ago, a app/website similar to Airbnb reached out to me, and I've done over $10,000 worth of work for them. It adds up. Not only the people that come to me direct, but the people that find me through YouTube or Google or social media, they are always complimenting and commenting on my website, how good it is, how professional it looks, how fun and clean it is. I shot one of the closest houses to the Hollywood sign that is an architectural masterpiece. She found my website and she said my website made me stand out, and that's why she called me. Websites aren't dead. And I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just here to help you. If you don't have a website or your website is super plain, you're losing out. It's especially important in a big competitive city. Smaller cities, you could probably just have a regular website or no website and you'll just be fine. Spread word of mouth. And that can happen, of course, in big cities too. But I think if you get your website right, it's gonna help you more than it hurts you. Shouldn't hurt you at all. There are tons of other ways that I try to find clients, which you can check out in this video here. I go over everything I've done to grow my business. Other than just telling you that I think you need a good website, I'm gonna tell you a couple things that I've done to make mine, I think, stand out above the competition in hopes it'll help. I'm not gonna give you a web design lesson. I'm just gonna tell you what I do and what I use. If you don't know graphic design is a huge part of web design because you want things to look good together. A lot of times I design specific graphics for a web page using something like Canva. You can also use Photoshop. And if you're a photographer specifically, you want it to be aesthetically pleasing. So if you don't want to hire someone to build your website, I recommend you practicing graphic design. I design my websites by purchasing a theme. I use WordPress, and then I edit the theme and also use this plugin called Elementor. It just makes it super easy to edit websites. I get my themes from this website called Theme Forest. They're usually like 50 to $100. And then once you get it once, you don't have to buy it again. So it's pretty good deal overall. Or you can do a monthly website thing like Squarespace. They also have some beautiful templates. These next key points are going to be what really matters versus, whether you use WordPress or Squarespace, etc. It's very important to be authentic. Yes, sometimes we have bigger companies, bigger businesses where maybe being authentic isn't the right way. But if you're a solo person, a small business, just one photographer or a couple people, I think it's important to show your team, show people who you are and why you're different. When I say why you're different, I mean being yourself, being true to you, because there is no other you. There's tons of other people who say they're photographers, but why are you you? I really tried to put a piece of me into my website. My first 3 things I have written down are be authentic, show your face, and show your personality. So that all goes into it. You want to show your best work. I mean, this is obvious, but don't put your shitty stuff up there. Put the good stuff, the best stuff, show them what you're capable of doing. And if they bring you, like for me, I could shoot a $10 million home and then their house is worth $200,000. So it's not going to quite look the same, but the quality is the same. It's just the house quality is not the same. With a website, I think it's important to tell a story. There's, super expensive and super creative web designers who can tells such a beautiful story. I think Apple's website does like such a great job of that. It's as you're scrolling, different pieces are coming together, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. Like for me on my website, I have like a slogan capturing every home's lifestyle, and then I show them a beautiful video I've done. I introduce myself, that's part of the story, show them more work. I show them things that I've created to help an agent. I was voted the #2 best photographer in LA, which I think was just some random person writing an article, but hey, they did it. They called me #2. That's on the homepage of my website, and then also what my clients say, and then links to go to my portfolio or go to my book now. So it's kind of just telling that story of who I am, how I'm good, why I'm good, etc. Bouncing off of that, reviews I think are very important because it shows that you are trustworthy. You do have real clients. People trust you to do a good job, and you want your website to get that across. Don't make it too complicated or busy. That if it's slow to load or something, that's not great, and you don't want people to click off just because of that. I think simple is better. Don't overwhelm people telling your life story. Just take a piece of your life story, hook them in, and then when they call you or they meet you or they use you, then you can start to really build a relationship. You want it to be easy to navigate. You want your contact info to be readily available. I hate it when I go to a website and you can't find the contact info or how to book or something like that. Make it really simple. It needs to be good on desktop and mobile. Elementor and probably Squarespace have this cool feature where it goes from, desktop version to a mobile version. It shows you what it looks like and you can edit for each. Lastly, don't be afraid to get creative with it. You can throw in your personality. You can be a little cutting edge or risque, especially if you're in maybe more progressive cities. I think people like that. People like it when you're yourself, when you're comfortable. So I try to throw a little bit of that in mine as well, with different colors and different graphics, just showing that I'm more of a creative than just a real estate photographer. I can be really creative. And I say this on so many videos, but if you haven't set up your Google My Business for your business, you need to do it ASAP. That puts you higher in the Google ranks. In the video I told you to watch earlier, I tell you, how to set it up, but it's super simple. Set up your Google My Business page so your business listing will be higher, so more people will go to your website. Anyways, I think this was long enough. I hope this helps. Websites are not dead. That's my opinion. What do you think? Are websites dead to you? Do you have a website? If you have any more questions, let me know. My name is Cole. I'll catch you next time. Lots more stuff I'm working on. I've been kind of slow, but I'm picking it up. So, talk to you soon. Peace. All to feel the epinephrine. It's bringing me to life like I'm evanescence. I don't run the race, I'm forever present. I don't get a